Yeah, I went to Mandalay, Myanmar, and it was surprisingly unusual. Now I've arrived in Myanmar and it's Mandalay and there is a money changer around here and going to change some money. First thing being unusual and really astonishing is that when you step in your airport, you didn't really see a lot of tourists. Not many tourists are at the airport. Do you know why? Because the flight could take you long hours since you need to take a transit unless the country is very nearby like in Thailand. It's like so near yet so far, that kind of feeling, you know? It's really empty, not a lot of tourists around here. Disappointed, but hopefully in future there'll be a lot of tourists here. Normally people who go to Mandalay from Yangon by ferry or by bus. That's the usual things that tourists always do. Once you fly to Yangon from your country and then from Yangon you take a bus there or take a ferry or even a train. And from Mandalay airport you can take a bus to downtown, very jumpy without the AC. But it's okay, you can enjoy the view, enjoy the scenery as you're on the bus. Only cost you less than $2 for about 1 hour journey. As a matter of fact, the airport is very far away from the city. However, that time I chose to walk a bit further from the airport to get my first Burmese meal before I get on the bus in the middle of the road. Just like, hello bus, that kind of thing. Then I just go on board the bus and then pay the money. This chili and all those food around. Everything is here. We got chicken and fish, and they give a lot of set fish for me. I suspect this one is a pig blood. I think so. I don't know what it is. So this is my first time trying the Myanmar's food. So my first money spent is $1.50 US with this, together with this bottle of water they'll give me. So everything is only $1.50 for the meal that I got just now. So so I'm trying to find a way out. I mean, that I don't want to get a cab here. I don't know how much it will charge me. Anyway, it's my first time here, right? So I'm going to roam around here. I walk around here first. Try not to get a taxi from the airport if you are not traveling with friends to make your money worth. Try not to use the US dollars in Myanmar because eventually the locals still prefer to use Burmese cat, whatever. Also make sure currency is clean and neat because they will not highly accept your money if yours is a little bit like not this kind of money that got wrinkles or crumble. Okay? Not this kind of money. They won't accept it. Got it? A little crumble to them is like fake dollars. Maybe because they are always clean and neat. You'll be surprised. The place, the road, the parks, the land in Mandalay, they are always clean and neat. Without imposing any fines for the government for littering, like what you always see in Singapore, the crazy country with a lot of laws and regulations and a lot of fines. Even the girls in Mandalay are clean and sweet too. And say hi here. Just say hi. So conservative and so pure. I'm not talking about Yangon, where you can find hookers in Emperor KTV, where you could see hundreds of girls lining up for you. This is why I like Mandalay, pure and virtual. Mandalay is a small city and all places in Mandalay are crammed together. And around 2 days, just only 2 days, you can see all of them. Trust me, unless it's raining. Behind me is the palace, and this is the river that's around the palace. And if you go over there, that's the Mandalay view just over there. At the palace, we can see many buildings, but most of them are empty in the inside. The tourists need to pay, but the locals can come into free. Not much place to go and nothing to see except the buildings all around and they made. And this shows how the kings actually live in this big palace. That's it, man. I can say it's boring. Okay, I'm going to climb up this bloody tower. In fact, this is my first time go to a tower. I went to Lavia before, and it's a tower, but it's a Catholic church. And luckily, over that side, they got elevator. I'll show you to you next time. But here is a flight of steps I need to climb. Damn, man, here got no elevator. So this is the scenery you can see. I'm half towards to the top. Hey. Go out of the palace to see how people live. And see other things like the Buddha. There's a lot of Buddhas in Myanmar. Seriously. Interestingly, Myanmar is full of Buddhas and many go there and pray. The funny thing is that the Buddha are of the same faces or look the same or almost the same, and people just pray to them. And what's so surprising in Myanmar is the locals could go all these places for free, while the foreigners need to pay. And for the palace, you pay about 10,000 kyats. Wow. 8 USD around there. It's so good for the locals. Unlike in Singapore, locals need to pay for the universal, for the F1 yearly race, for anything including their festival. While the foreigners sometimes they will get it for free. In Singapore, locals need to pay like hell. By Myanmar, locals go anywhere for free. That is a good privilege for being a Burmese. I think so. So for the foreigners going to Myanmar, you need to pay for everything and every place that amuse you. If you want to go to pagodas, temples, parks, or any places, and whatever, or even see the Buddha, you need to pay for it. So in Mandalay Hill that I have been to, you need to pay some donation to the gatekeeper. And what you need to do there is to climb and climb until the top. And every flight of stairs you'll see Buddhas of about almost the same face. Climb and then see Buddha, climb and then see Buddha again, and they are the same. And now I am climbing the stairs in this Mandalay Hill. So I go all the way on top with no shoes. That's the thing, man, because there is not footwear is allowed. So I came here in my socks. The purpose I come here is because people have been saying this is the place that you should go on the internet, and it will be fascinating if you go all the way up to see the view of whole Mandalay. Damn it, I'm tired climbing out this stupid stairs. No wonder I just sit for you. But actually to rest. Climbing stairs again and again and again, and there's no elevator or even cable cars for me to move up. Am I alone again in this tourist attraction? So there are people there. I believe every time I climb, I'll see a Buddha after each flight of stairs. Let's continue on. I think I'm still in the middle of the hill, and I need to climb up again to go all the way up. But every climb I climb, there is a Buddha statue in front of you. So maybe you need to climb and then need to pray, climb and then need to pray. And that's what all about, to prove your sincerity. But I'm not going to pray because I'm not a Buddhist, okay? I just come here for sightseeing. The other side is on my right is another stair to climb up. Okay, climb again.
Mấy là bút miêu chăm ao mấy là bỏ ra gai kia là
And when you reach the top after so hard of climbing, and this what happened. The Buddha at the top asks you to go back. Go back to where you come from. So this Buddha, I come to the top already, and this Buddha say, go back to where you are. So I come all the way up, I still go back. And here is a Buddha place, and where you can see the highest point of the hill. Or you can take your time at the top to see the whole of Mandalay and enjoy the scenery. So this is Mandalay Hill, and I reached the top, and I just wanted to rest here, and I'm sweaty. So after that, going back down is easier than climbing up. Also, you can go to some shopping malls. Entrance is free of cost, but you could hardly buy anything since that could be already enough in your own country. What for you go for shopping? Shit, mosquito, you know. Kill a mosquito here. So the other side is more like a local mall and a lot of local retailer shop here. And even for some Chinese shop. And if you listen to the music background, it's actually in Chinese. So what's the need of going shopping unless you want to buy some gems or gold that Myanmar is famous for? However, if you're going to do that, bring along your Burmese friend if you have, to get a better price for yourself. Or get a girlfriend with you together unless you know how to speak Burmese. By the way, shopping is not the main thing in Myanmar. Only 5 things that you do in Myanmar. First is to learn their culture and their behavior and their life. Second, seeing the pagodas and temples and those Buddhas. Third, to enjoy peace and nature. Fourth, for business investment. And I will talk about it this time. And fifth, I know, and I bet what you're thinking. Men looking for wives. And I heard that a lot of people in China are buying wives through some agent in Myanmar, since many girls in China are getting somewhat losing the virtue they used to have before modernization in China. Come on man, if you are using money to get girls, you can only get the body but not the heart. Maybe I'm too naive to think this way. True love, right? Then I already hate modernization. Because of that, there's no more virtue in life and your relationship. No pureness and no virgins. You know that Myanmar, sometimes they call it a land of virgins. So nowadays, rich people are just playing with their money and using it to contaminate the world. The common people are getting worse in life, and there's no more shame for doing the wrong things. Damn, it's so hard to get a girl in Mandalay, really. So hard to get them, or caught after them. In general, Burmese girls or women are very conservative and very shy. Yeah, they are. Plus, you got to be very sensitive in your conversation with them. If you speak anything wrong, they will just walk off from you. This means you got to learn the skill of indirectness. You cannot be too direct with them because they are shy. If you're too direct with them, like saying that I want to be your boyfriend, you will really scare them off. Seriously. There are also many street food in Mandalay, but if you want to enjoy some good service like in the cafe, Mandalay is the right place for you. And surprisingly, it's a lot better than the one in Yangon. Check this out. fair. Mandalay is really awesome in service. The service is super 5 stars. The last part I'm going to show you, which is also the best part of Mandalay, is the Yubin Bridge. You got to go there. Huh? Yeah, Yubin Bridge. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So a lot of tourists here from everywhere, Australia, America, whatever, in Hong Kong. So this is a bridge that you cannot miss, and you must come to this bridge. The bridge spans the Tortaman Lake, which is near to Apapura in Myanmar. That 1.2 kilometer bridge was built around in 1850 and is believed to be the oldest and once longest thick hook bridge in the world. And that's why all the fascinated tourists who come from 4 p.m. onwards until 7 p.m. see the sunset, unless you are as unlucky as me that I happened to be there during the cloudy time that was about to rain. You see how far I walk? Okay, so the best time to come here is about 4 to 5 o'clock because the sunset will be at 6:30. I'm gonna wait until the sunset to see the sun going down. I heard it's very beautiful, and later we shall see about it, okay? It's very cloudy and we cannot see the sunset. That is very disappointment. It's windy and I don't know what's about to rain, but it's very cloudy and that's the reason why I cannot see the sun. I'm supposed to come here to see sunset, but today is not my day. but still you enjoy it because of the wind. Take me an hour to slowly walk from one end to the another. So now I'm gonna walk back. Meaningless, right? So I'm gonna walk back to where I start. So this Mandalay, my first part of introduction. And more to come even for Yangon. Anyway, just stay tuned and be happy with your life. And feel free to ask me anything about Myanmar in the below comment box, including the famous Emperor KTV. See ya.